everyone, and welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign brought to you by Lich Souls Gaming. I am your dungeon master, Michael, and the streamer of Lich Souls. However, we are here to play D&D, and we have an exciting session in store for you tonight. But before we get to all that, we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group that creates goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com, or if that's a lot of work to type that all out yourself, you can type !midnight in our Twitch chat for a clickable link to midnightsyndicate.com, where you can listen to the music on Spotify, watch their music videos on YouTube, or even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. We have art. All of the character art was done by Jeremiah, our campaign's resident artist, who is Rosad, currently in this campaign. You can commission him to make your own character art by joining our Discord. !Discord is the command in our Twitch chat to get that clickable link, or you can go to lichsouls.com/discord if you're listening on the podcast network a week from today. A reminder that next week is our last session for the next 2 sessions after that, the 2 weeks after that, due to a trip that some of us are taking. So we will be gone for 2 weeks after next we'll be gone March 22nd to April 6th. So if you're planning on robbing my house, that would be the time to do it. So, you know, great times. Everyone's gonna be here. Yes. Let's see. That's all the announcements we have to get through, I think.
Dice. Hi. Only crits.
We are sponsored by Only Crits. Use the command !Only Crits for a clickable link to our sponsorship page with them. They have all sorts of different dice, and you can get a discount by using the command the discount code Prestige at checkout. And for all of our other sponsorship partners, you can pay attention to our mid-session break during our little ads that we have that talk about all of our partnerships as well. However, everybody, I think it's time to grab your drinks, grab your snacks, as we welcome you to our table and we begin tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. I believe it is session 20 as well. 21? 20?
It's this session
20?
We're not legal. No, we are
21.
This
21.
campaign is now old enough to drink.
Love that. Let's go.
So, without further ado, here's what happened last week in the words of Rosad.
So yeah, we've finally made our way out of that mess of a temple. All thanks to my excellent investigational skills. Thank me. Thank the gods. That place was a hellhole. But yeah, we were back at that magic circle in front of the ruins, and I was reunited with my lovely Shelby. She was being good, but I could tell she missed me because of the way she was wiggling her ears. The rest of the folks decided to hang around for a moment while we recuperated, and I gave Shelby a good brush. She definitely deserved it. Then a group of randos came waddling out of the woods toward us. We asked them what their deal was, and they said they were looking for the monolith. That should have been our first red flag, honestly. They were a group of 4, some high and mighty skidmark named Father Lyricus, Priest of Mordecai, I think, Nolsera with a funny hat, Berkol, a hammer-toting dwarf from Rubalon, and some fancy-haired human with a lyre named Elias. He got outplayed by Val, though. Quick word on her. They remarked about how they teleported here, but they were somehow still tired. What a load of schnoggle shit. I don't know how you could get tired from that. We decided to rest out front for the night, letting the new folks sit in a bubble nearby. I stayed up for a little while, talking to Cram about my predicament with my boss, but everything seemed all right. In the morning, the new folks offered to teleport us to the wasteland. I know I spoke ill of teleportation, but I don't mind saving a long trip given the circumstances. We accepted. Huge mistake. As soon as we stepped through the weird hat portal, we realized that there was no sun. Those bastards really sent us to a different plane of existence. Father Skidmark told us that it was the will of Mordecai or something. I don't really care. We were in a desert, right as a dust storm decided to kick up, right after we saw some big fuck-off worm bore its way through the roof. We pushed through, though. Shelby, my champion, my rock, she stood strong against the storm, but it did feel like broken glass was scraping my skin. We managed to find a cave for shelter, beautiful place filled with crystals, but Naoki had a bright idea to hit a wall. I don't know why, the guy can't put down the bottle. But he managed to hit a damn rock monster that got pretty pissed and called out all of his buddies. That's the situation we're in now because of Father Skidmark. I swear by Revelor, I'm gonna bring some retribution on his ass.
That is where our session last week ended.
Wow.
How about we go ahead and start with a visual this week, everybody? How do we feel about that?
Woohoo!
Oh, no.
I don't have my live Reveler reaction thing anymore. I got rid of it.
You all are in the path directly to the south here, right at the entrance of this cave. And between that red crystal and that rock, somewhere around there.
They're also special.
Four of these large creatures made of rock and crystal have emerged from the stone. Some of them are completely made of crystal, such as the one up on the ledge to the right with the orange dot. There are other ones as well as a mixture of the previously said things. I'm going to go ahead and explain this area a little bit because it's a little bit difficult to look at, I would say. These two ledges, the lighter areas, are 20 feet up off the ground. This wall here is also 20 feet. This is level with you, but it is this milky white water that is this running down through that is you can imagine that is made of it's very high mineral focus. It's calcium, as many underground caves have, of the water that collects through the porous rocks and flows down. But there is a waterfall here, but there's no place that you see the water exiting that's level with you. There are two pitfalls or chasms in this cave floor, and the rest of these number of crystals I described earlier. These circular things here are stalactites and stalagmites that reach from the ceiling to the floor completely. So they're more like pillars. While these are rocks that are about 10 feet in height, I would say. This river up here is 20 feet up off the ground as well.
Okay.
Any questions about this map?
Where should I be since I smacked it?
You are right here, friend. By this multicolored crystal.
Dead in the middle.
So, everybody, Naoki has begun to strike some stone, and a piece fell off and skittered off the ground. And from that, a number of these large rock-like creatures have begun to come out from the stonework without disturbing the stone from which they came. And they are angry. So I would like
no opportunity to talk them out of it or seduce them. Just confirming.
It might be possible
for
during
now it's
rounds.
initiative.
I mean, this would be a great time to have that skull.
Be a
Can I
great time to
have-
have the skull.
Can I have everybody roll for initiative, please?
Okay.
That'd be fine.
They're
Can
all
we
made
make
of
the skull come back?
gemstones.
Oh damn!
Me and Talia 8.
Yeah.
23.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Oh no.
Wow, that's a pretty great run of initiatives y'all have, huh?
See,
But
my
why
initiative is already plus
scary?
6. I got 8.
Is there anybody who's not on the initiative board? All right.
6.
Up first, we are going to have Valerie with an initiative of 23.
Yeah.
Valerie, go ahead.
So Valerie, seeing these aggressive, delightful crystal men's, is going to cast mirror image on herself. So as demonstrated the last couple times she used this, the air seems to shatter around her, and you see 3 mirrored versions of her kind of taking up her own space. She's going to kind of move up to Emmeline and say, "You need to be careful, huh?" And going to give her bardic inspiration, and that would be my turn.
Okay. It is
That's
now.
my last D12, by the way.
Okay.
They're all normal from here on out. I was keeping track.
Good. You should. So it is now the one Mark Green's turn. It is going to go here, and it is going to do a rock launch at Emmeline. Emmeline does a
No.
23 hit.
Yeah, it's so hard.
All right, so this rock is going to launch from its body and crash into you. You're going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked off your feet. You now have the prone condition.
Eva down.
We're down. Oh.
It is going to launch another rock, this time at Valerie. First, we got to roll to see if it hits. That is going to be a 20 to hit.
Well, that does hit, so let's roll a d6 and see what happens. That's 3, so it actually hits Valerie.
All right, so that is going to be 7 points of bludgeon damage, and you also have the prone condition as you are knocked. Can I get a concentration roll, please?
Yes.
The DC is 10.
Yeah. It's super sad. Oh god, I'm not used to doing these. That's a failure. Mirror image falls.
All right, this creature is then going to run into the stone wall, disappearing within the stone.
Don't like this.
Oh no.
It is now the next creature's turn, right here next to Naoki. It is going to make its slam attacks.
I will cast my reaction spell to that. It'll be a absorb elements.
Absorb elements doesn't work against melee attacks, I believe.
Oh, I thought it was because he used like, rock or whatever.
It's about a damage type, so it doesn't work against bludgeoning damage if that's what this does.
Yeah,
It
if you
does
take a
do
look at
bludgeoning.
the elements that it can absorb, you just want to use it when you get hit by those kind of damages.
You also want to wait
No,
to
it
see if it hits first. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
All right, so that is going to be... Oh, that's more damage than I thought it was.
700.
12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And then I get the second one of those.
Oh.
That is going to be a 16 to hit, which does hit. It's one higher than the last one. 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
And then it is going to sink down into the stone. You do get an attack of opportunity if you want.
Can I smack it with my umbrella? With a chalet?
Shillelagh had a big cast. Oh, you did cast it before you.
I did.
So it does, yep.
Shillelagh this hoe. 4 damage.
Well, roll to attack first.
Oh. $14.
14 will miss. So you are staggered from these 2 hits of these massive stone arms that just knocked you senseless, and you go to swing with your umbrella, but it whiffs as the creature quickly sinks into the ground. All right, with that, it is now Cram's turn.
Okie dokie, I'm going to bonus action use my innate sorcery for those extra bonuses, and then I'm looking at this one marked orange. Can I see eyeballs on it?
Can you see eyeballs on it?
Yeah.
It does have eyes of some sort, because it does have
Okay.
vision. Yeah.
I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to cast blindness / deafen on it for a con of 17, please. I'm going to choose blindness if it fails.
Okay. Con, it gets a 10.
So it fails. So if it can be blinded, it is blinded, and at the end of each of its turns, it gets to repeat the save, and then it ends if it's a success.
All right, it is blind.
Then I'm going to move closer to this. Oh, they might come out the walls actually. I'm going to move there, and then that'll be the end of my turn.
It is now Rosad's turn. Imolin's on deck,
All
Naoki's
right.
in the hole.
So, does Rosad have a clear line of sight to this one right here? The one marked
Yeah,
orange?
that would be the only one that you can currently see.
Okay.
Unless you were to move up and look around the rocks to the other one.
Yeah, Rosad will take a few steps forward, and he will throw his soul knife at this thing.
Yeah.
So that's Psychic Blade. That's going to be natural 20.
All right,
Wow.
natural 20 will hit.
And that will be 9 points of psychic damage.
Ooh.
All right, 9 points of psychic damage as this soul knife goes rushing towards this creature, impaling into its rocky hide.
And he will use his weapon mastery Vex so that he gets advantage on his next attack. And he will use his bonus action to use his other psychic blade in his offhand.
Okay.
We put advantage on it. That's a 13.
13 will miss.
And with that, actually, he will use Fortune from Many and add 3 to that. Would a 16 hit?
That just misses.
That just misses. God damn it.
17. So,
All right.
All right.
Is that your turn?
Oh yeah, that'll be his turn.
All right, it is now Imolin's turn, and Naoki on deck. Talia's in the hole.
Because of my level 2 exhaustion, my speed is halved. So I'm going to use all of my speed
It would be
to stand up.
You
right?
don't have 10 feet your movement, so it's 5 feet for every 1 level of exhaustion. Your exhaustion level 2, so that's 10 feet of movement.
Okay,
So you use
sweet.
15 feet of your movement to stand up, then you have 5 left over.
Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and use that stellar 5 feet to just take a peek here at this one labeled red. It's got some green imagery on it, and I need it to make a dexterity saving throw of 14 for
All right.
fireball.
The one that's marked what?
red.
Red?
Okay, you need to move up 5 feet. Let me double check
Up
that.
5 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fireball has a
Oh, you do.
150.
You can see it. Cool. All right.
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
That got a natural 20 on its dex save for a 19.
Okay. All right, not bad. It'll
You don't
take
have
half of
that.
21 damage. So,
All right, so 10 points of fire damage as this fireball erupts next to this creature. It roars in a little bit of annoyance as this flame coats its side. It's now covered in black soot on half of its body.
and as I give my turn away, I wonder what kind of rock it is.
Metamorphic. It is now Naoki's turn. Talia is on deck.
Alright, now that I'm like in really bad shape, I kind of like clutch myself and cast Bark Skin.
All right.
That basically turns my AC into 17, and then I'm going to use 3 charges of my Balm of Summer Court to heal myself for 3d6. Oof. Groundbreaking.
Oof.
6 plus 3.
Oof.
That's my turn.
All right, it's now Thalia's turn, and then Renatus is kind of in the hole. Coming up.
Okay, I'm gonna move across to here. I can stand here, right? Or is that too much of the rock
You
over
can
the
stand
actual
there, yeah.
part? Cool. I'm gonna cast with my bonus attack Hunter's Mark onto my bow, and I know I can't see the red one with where I'm stood, so I'm gonna go for the orange one.
Hunter's Mark has to be cast on a creature.
Have I put the wrong
I
one on the
believe.
thing? I cast it on the wrong thing.
Thing she was using, yeah.
Oh, have I mixed them up? Yeah, I'll put the Hunter's Mark on the creature then.
Which creature?
The orange one, because I'm taking it. I can't see the red one right now.
Correct. All right.
Yeah, right. Cool. Then longbow it, because too far away for this. That. 11, I'm taking it, does not hit.
11 does not hit.
No. So I'm gonna try again. Oh no. That's a natural 1. Oh, amazing.
Wow.
I am not going to give you a fumble roll for the table at the moment, but eventually you guys will start getting more of those.
The Dungeon Master has been merciful this time, but not this time.
Oh no.
Oh,
That answers this.
Does she not have advantage because the creature's blinded? Sorry, that's my fault. I missed that.
I'm
believe that.
exhaustion. Am I exhaustion level 1 though? So is that not classed as a
well, technically,
disadvantage?
so you'd get -2 to all of your d20 rolls, first of all. Let's see here.
Da-da-da.
So
I'll just roll one more time.
a blinded condition. They fail any ability check that requires attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Yes.
So your rolls have advantage against this creature. -2.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. It was a bit late. I should have left it.
So
you can
how
roll-
many times?
So roll 2 more times because you missed your first attack,
Oh.
and with advantage it was 11 instead of the
Right.
natural
Okay.
1.
Okay. Thank you very much. 18.
16 because you have -2,
16.
so that misses.
And I'll-
Just misses.
Oh.
And then a
Hell yeah.
27 for 25. That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That's 11 for that one, and 1d6 force. 5. Yeah.
So a total of
16.
16. All right.
Yeah. Yippee. That'll be the end of my turn for that though.
All right. The exhaustion is weighing heavily on the party at this moment in time as Talia takes 2 shots. The first one missing, the second one landing, but not dealing a whole lot of damage as it required a considerable amount of effort. All right. This one is going to not dash out, but like go through this rock. It's 5, 10, 15. It's gonna go try to hit Talia with a rock blast. And the interesting thing is, as it emerges from this rock wall, you sense that it was already looking at you, like it knew where you were through this rock. That is gonna be 20 to hit.
Yes.
All right, that is 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are now prone.
Oof.
Ow.
Oh no.
It's going to then make another attack against you, this time with disadvantage since you're prone. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
No.
That one misses. As you fall down, it tries to launch another rocket at you, but it goes flying over your head and hitting the rock behind you. And it's going to go back through its rock wall.
Like it's not even there.
All right, and now it's the one up top's turn. And this, Emmeline went Cram went before Emmeline, correct?
Yeah.
All right. With that in mind, this creature is going to step here, and it is going to launch a rock launch at Emmeline.
What? What a hater!
A straight
Oh my goodness.
roll too, of all
Homophobic.
things.
Oh, because they're not actually.
No, it's blinded. It can't visually see you. 20 to hit there, Emmeline.
That hits.
All right. That is going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're prone.
And she's unconscious, actually.
Yeah.
So
Emmeline gets hit square in the chest. She coughs up some blood and falls face first into the dirt. It cannot see. Hold on.
But does she say it doesn't even hurt?
Rock launch against Rosad. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Sure does.
That is going to be 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are also knocked prone.
All right.
And that is its turn.
a sniper. My
We are
goodness.
now on Renatus, and it stays
All right.
on the surface.
Okay. So if I stand like right, say, if my mouse decides it wants to work. If I go here, I can see the red one now, right? Because I can see behind this wall here.
Correct. You can see over the calcified lake. Yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
mineral
all right.
water.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll just be back. Yeah. I'll move my 25 feet there. Then I'm going to bonus action summon my echo right next to this thing, the one marked red. So it'll be right there. I think it's 30 feet. Yeah, perfect, 30 feet. And then I'm going to attack the two-handed longsword from my echo's position.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
So just a heads up, unless I look at my my DM computer, I cannot see your rolls currently, so please declare them. So that was a what?
that one.
Natural 1. That misses as the echo swings wide. This creature dodges out of the way using it's like it kind of melts into the rock for a second and comes back up, anticipating this move.
That's all I got.
All right, it's now Valerie's turn. Cram's on deck. Rosad's in the hole.
All right. So the most important thing right now is Emmeline seems to be down, so we need to do something about that. So we're going to hit her with a first level healing word. So go ahead with that to pick her
What
up.
do you say for your healing word?
She'll go, get up, darling.
Oh.
She
With
rises.
that's a full 10. That's pretty good. And Valerie herself will get up. Can she use the rest of her movement to pick up Emmeline from the prone condition as well?
That requires a help action.
Okay.
There's
Yeah, she'll help.
I don't
she'll...
think that there's any role as written for like getting people up from the prone condition unless you like drag them. Like you can drag them, that's double the movement, but you only have 5 feet of movement. So
well, yeah,
I'll say
well,
it's the
I
help
have
action.
Yeah, so we use the help action to get her up, kind of brush her off, and then Valerie will move. I should use half of 25, so feet of movement, because I only have 1 exhaustion, so I should be able to get like to here, arguably, because half of 25 means I should still have 10 feet of movement. And that's everything. I'm using Roll20 to add the exhausted condition, so it's doing all the changes on my character sheet that it needs to do. Computers. Technology. So yeah. That is all I have to do. Action, bonus action, movement.
I'm trying to figure out if like how you end a prone condition has changed in this version.
Yeah. That's fine. I don't mind. She doesn't have much movement anyways, so I think getting the critically hurt person up is more important than anything else I could do with my.
It's half the amount of movement equal to half your speed round down to right yourself, thereby end the condition. However, I'm adding a house rule that you can use the help action to help someone get up.
Yeah. Okay.
There you
so
go.
I'll use my action. Well, and think of that as using the dash action. You know, like I use the remainder of my action to give her the move to get up. So she's up, Valerie's moved, and that's all.
It's now Cram's turn. I'm sorry. Actually, no, it's not.
Okay.
Oh, because it disappeared.
She's gone.
Damn.
It is now this creature's turn as it comes out from the rock. There's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Valerie, are you still prone?
I know she's up. I'm going to take off that indicator.
Okay. It's going to launch a rock at you.
Okay, now not at disadvantage.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
That does hit.
All right, and it's going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked prone again.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Fowler goes right back down. Whoop.
Let's see how far away you are from this creature.
She got
Put the little back pain indicator on.
my back hurts from carrying my tea.
This rock has made me old.
All right, it's gonna launch a rock at Rosad. 26.
Yeah, it hits.
That is the minimized. Oh wait, no, because you're prone. It's of disadvantage. My bad. It's still a 20 that will hit. It's gonna be minimal damage though. 6.
All right.
And that is this creature's turn. It has no more movement. And now it is the other one's turn.
Another one.
Another one.
It pops up there.
Rock
And it's gonna
jumps
make a
there.
slam attack against Renatus here.
Someone form a rudimentary lathe.
That's gonna be a 22 to hit.
Oop, let me scroll up. That hits.
This is gonna slam. It is gonna be
And welcome to the jam.
16 points of bludgeoning damage.
No.
It's gonna make a second slam attack. This one's an 11 to hit.
That does not.
So it pops up on Renata's, getting the jump scare on him. Gets one square right in the gut as it swings its massive arm, slamming into Renata's. But Renatus is wiser for the second attack. He manages to dodge out of the way, kind of deflecting with his blade for a quick second. And now it is Graham's turn.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna leap forward into action, and then speak a level 2 healing word over at Naoki for 2d4 plus 5. 4d4, sorry, plus 5. Which will be a 13 healthy hit points for you, good sir. And then, as my normal action, I'm going to use the cantrip Acid Splash on this one that's marked orange. So if that could do a dex save of 17 for me, please.
It automatically fails.
Hell yeah, it does. So that is 9 acid damage to that one marked orange.
All right.
And then that is my go.
It is now Rosad's turn.
All right. Rosad, he will use half of his movement to stand up. So I will remove this funny indicator from him. And seeing as this thing is right in front of him, he is going to attack it with his psychic blade. You take the advantage off. There we go. That's another nat 20.
Good lord.
All right. That is a natural 20.
For not just 13, but what? I need to roll. What, double the dice, is it?
Double the dice.
Yeah.
Add your
So,
modifier.
yep. So,
Oof.
that's 32 points of psychic damage.
All right.
And he will use his bonus action to give Renatus the help action, which with the Fey gift of Spite. So the next attack that thing makes has disadvantage.
I know a few spiteful Fae in my life.
And yeah, that'll be his turn.
Glad we're not on TikTok.
That
That would have brought us down for sure.
It's your turn, Evelyn.
For sure. Emelina's gonna take a step forward here after seeing Valerie get bonked once more. And from this position, am I able to see both the blue one and the red one?
Also, yeah.
Okay, perfect. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Lightning Bolt
Lightning bolt.
in that line. So I need both of them
Fireball.
to make a dexterity saving throw. 14 is the
Lightning
save.
Lightning bolt.
Okay. What was the save? I couldn't hear you over Gee.
Yeah, the save was dex 14.
They both fail with a natural 4 on both of them.
Okay. Okay.
Lightning
All right.
bolt, lightning bolt, magic missile, lightning bolt.
Biden blast.
Let me go ahead and just roll that damage real quick.
Eldritch
25 to both.
25 on both of these creatures as this lightning bolt shoots out from Emmeline's hand, lining up with both of them quite well. Okay, so that was the one.
And then-
okay.
Yeah, after that, she'll just retreat a little bit to Valerie's side. And hopefully by standing here, this one labeled green in front of us, northwise, if it throws a rock, it hits me. And that's a turn.
Yeah, you're just like constantly just throwing rocks at these two ladies.
It is now Naoki's turn as Holly is on deck.
All right,
There's an overpass throwing rocks down us.
I'm gonna look at this like kind of bluish one and cast Call Lightning on it. And it has to make a dexterity saving throw, take 3d10.
All right. It fails.
Perfect. 23 points of damage on this baby.
On the one with the orange dot?
Yep.
After a rough start, it seems that the party is finally back in action.
And that is my turn.
All right, it's Natalia's turn.
I remember you saying I'm prone. I just couldn't figure out how to put the little symbol on the thing, so I'm going to use half my movement, was it, to stand up?
Yep.
Cool, and then because I've still got exhaustion of 1, that gets rid of 5 movement, so I've only got 10 left. So I'm going to move there. And then because I've got Hunter's Mark cast on the orange one, I'm still going to go for that one and not waste it. Do I still have the thing with advantage against the rolls, or has it got rid of whatever it had?
Yeah, you still good.
Cool.
We're just still blind.
Awesome. Ew.
Oh, wow.
Oh, natural
This is
20, 27.
That is
All
the
right.
complete
Nice.
counter. You gotta.
You can go ahead and hit the
Critical
crit
bumble.
damage button there.
Hit the slay button.
Does it let me do it? I can't
Shit.
do anything. Oh, it doesn't let, it was not let me do it. Oh, there we go. Oh, you did it. Okay. 9. That's, oh.
And
That
then
sucked.
your hunter's mark.
I was gonna say that did suck.
But your hunter's mark is crit too as well.
Do I just click that again then, or should I just roll a 1d6?
Roll 2d6, please.
2d6. Right.
Damn, still not-
5. Oh my god.
All right, so 14 total. These creatures have, for a lot of them, are taking quite a bit of damage.
Well, I'm not doing much of that damage.
Harbor.
I'm gonna do that again. Praying I do good again this time.
Eat, pray, love.
25!
25 will
not-
hit 23.
not a natural 20 though.
actually.
Oh, 23, my bad.
That's not very live, laugh, love of you there, Talia.
Yeah, I'm awesome though.
Facebook mom.
I mean,
8 for the
you're a
piercing.
ranger. How awesome can you be? 10 points of damage.
It was your fault. That was you. You cursed me with that.
I love how you basically rolled the same amount of damage as your crit. Anyway.
Fine. You know, that's just.
Is that your
it's
turn?
fine.
Yeah.
All right.
You still did great. Don't judge him because he's mean.
How do I do this?
And here comes a giant fist.
It's John Cena.
And that's
It's
how we
gonna
feel
make
that.
a slam attack against you. That is gonna be a 17 to hit.
Oh, that meets it.
That is gonna be a 14 points of bludgeoning damage against you, Talia. As it comes out and this fist just launches out of this rock wall, hitting you square in the back. It's gonna make another attack against you.
Oh, go away.
That is gonna be a 16 to hit.
No.
Just misses as it does have this, and it's gonna try to sneak away, but you can take an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Oh, how does one do that?
Smack
You
it.
attack it
Make a melee attack against it.
Melee it.
with your.
So I can do my longbow if I want.
Long sword.
Yeah.
No long sword, right?
Oh, long sword. My bad. I didn't know longbow because I've got the sharpshooter thing, so I thought it'd let me do that.
Unless it says in
My
the
bad.
feet.
I'll just do
It does not.
Yeah.
I'm getting heads, shakes, and no.
Oh, I got a 20 first.
20 will hit.
I've still got
It's
an
an
advantage.
18.
Oops.
Remember that. -2. 18.
18. My bad.
Which
Oh,
hits.
Get in my head. Get in my head.
Yeah.
Oh.
5 more.
5 more points of damage as this creature begins to shrink back into the rock, but you're like, no, ma'am. And you slice at it, taking out a considerable chunk of its arm as it does so. It's going to
Yeah.
go right back to where it started. And with that, it is now the one up top's turn.
so glad
It is
you're
going to make a
here.
I can't do anything really. It's going to shrink down into the rock as it has taken a lot of damage and no longer be visible, and it's going to make its con save at the end of its turn to end this effect. That is a natural 20 on that, so the effect is over.
Okay.
Unacceptable.
Wow.
Some might say diabolical.
And with that, it is now Renatus' turn. Valerie's on deck.
Okay, cool. Question. How's the light in this area?
It's
Kinda
dim
dim.
light throughout the entire area.
Hell yeah, that's what we love to hear. All right.
No.
Bonus action, casting Shadow Blade. And I'm gonna hit the blue guy,
Shadow Blood.
which means if it would, yeah, I want to roll at second level. Yes, thank you. Roll 20. Ah, it's an 11. Sorry,
11
that would
will
make it a
miss.
9.
A 9 will miss.
Okay. Well, then I will use Unleash Incarnation and attack also from my Echo's point. Using the two-handed attack. That is a 12.
12 will miss.
Great. That's all I got.
All right.
All right, it's now Valerie's turn.
All right. So Valerie's going to use half of her movement to get up again. You're like, okay, this is getting a little ridiculous. And
Stand
gonna
up.
walk here and, kind of what is the material component for this? That's really fun. I should have planned this out. I don't know. It's a thing. And gonna cast Shatter on the blue one.
Okay.
So I need a con save, which I assume it's good at.
That is a 17.
All right, so it's going to take half of that damage, unless it's vulnerable to thunder damage, in which case it takes all of it.
It takes all of it.
Okay, so it takes 28 thunder damage as Valerie goes to
The one
I'll
marked
figure-
blue.
Does it shatter?
This is the one marked blue.
Yeah.
All right. So it takes 28 points of thunder damage as it tries to dodge away, but a considerable amount of its body comes flying off as rock pieces turn to dust.
Yeah.
And with
I
that-
assume part of the wall cracks and crumbles too.
Yeah. Well, there's no
Yeah.
wall around it. It's just the floor, the ground.
Okay. Yeah, there's just crack marks, just as booming thunder. Rosette's ears are ringing as are Renatus's because she did it in the cone, just barely missing them.
Anything else for your turn?
No. I have a bonus action, but I'm not going to use it. So
Okay. It is now the one marked green's turn. It is going to go up to here, just stopping at the pitfall,
no,
Hi.
don't do it.
and it is going to launch a rock at Valerie.
Oh.
I was hovering over the remove the prone condition thing. I'm gonna
25 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
That is going to be minimum damage. 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked back to the prone condition. It's going to make
Cool.
a second rock launch, this time at Emmeline.
No.
What a
Oh my
hater,
God.
man.
What a hater.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
It's a rock launcher.
That hits. That hits.
That is
It's not like
maximum
he's following
damage for
Fuck.
11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're also knocked prone.
I'm unconscious again.
Again.
Keep it
I'm
down.
dead.
Keep it down.
I'm dead again.
She lived.
My
You guys-
incapacitated
you guys
counter
sound
is
like-
just going up like crazy
You
right
guys sound
now.
like the videos of the kids in a wipeout type park where it's a spinning arm around and just keeps knocking the kid down as they try to get up.
So-
That's what you're experiencing.
But Valerie and Emmeline are living a Groundhog Day where one of them's falling down, the other one is. One gets up, the other one gets up. One of them falls. Emmeline just keeps falling unconscious.
It is now the one next to Renatus and Rosad's turn. It's really mad that Rosad took out massive part of its mass. And it's going to go after him with a slam attack.
At disadvantage.
Actually, mass
disadvantage.
cannot be created or destroyed, so
It took out. It took out.
Technically, I just gave it a really bad headache.
That is going to be with disadvantage a 12 to hit.
That misses.
And he's going to make his second attack as he gets 2. Ooh, that was a natural 19 and a natural 20. That is. I love my opalite. It was actually the amethyst that rolled a 20. Anyway. Sorry, is this amethyst? Mica, maybe? I don't know. That is going to be a 27 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
That is 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And with that, it is now Cram's turn.
Okie dokie. This blue one is right up in my friend's face. So I'm going to shoot it with a regular old firebolt. Which is a 13 to hit.
13 will miss.
Damn. Other than that, I can't really. I'm gonna use 3 sorcery points, sorry, to make a level 2 spell slot. That's my bonus action, and that'll be all.
Okay. It is now Rosad's turn with Emlyn on deck.
All right. Rosad will move 5 feet, staying within range of this blue one. And he'll see Val on the ground and just be like, yeah, we can't have any of that. And he's going to offer her the help action as a bonus action with the fake gift of hospitality. So she gains, let's see, we both gain 8 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Ooh.
And she is now standing.
That's great.
Get up, girl.
She looks a little confused.
And then with his action, he will attack the one marked blue.
Okay.
Yep. That will be a 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
And that will be a total of 16 points of psychic damage.
How many?
16.
16 points of psychic damage on the one marked blue. All right.
Yeah, and I will use my Mastery Vex, so my next attack before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Okay.
Yep.
It is now Emmeline's turn. I need a death saving. Oh, you got brought up, didn't you?
No.
No, I need a death saving throw, please.
Not yet, no. Just to clarify, if I click the whisper, will it send it to you? Or should I just manually type what?
If you click
Slash...
whisper. Well, you can
Okay,
also do a
okay,
slash
okay.
GM roll space D20.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just do that to be safe.
Yeah.
Emmeline, you're up with 1 HP with a natural 20 roll on your death saving throw.
Yay! She lived!
She wakes up going, what in the world is happening? And, am I able to stand up, or is that it for me?
You can stand up.
Sweet. I'll use half my movement to stand up here. Also to clarify, can I cast a spell, or was that all for me?
I believe the death save
It's been a
technically
while.
happens at the end of your turn, so you might have not been able to stand up, but I let you anyway.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll just stand up and that'll be my turn as I brush myself off.
Cool. With that, it is now Naoki's turn. Talia is on deck.
Alright, well, since this guy is still standing in the call lightning circle, go ahead and have him roll a dexterity saving throw.
A dexterity saving throw. Here we go. That is a natural 1.
Well.
Oh, he extra fails.
Yeah.
So that's like let's see. Why is it not rolling? Here we go.
14 points of lightning damage. And that is the first bit of damage that one has taken this entire time.
And then I'm gonna look at Emmeline and use my bonus action to blow her a healing word.
Okay. You can do that because you've only cast. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
I made sure. Here you go. Where'd it go? There it is. That's 9 points of HP to you, babe. And that's his turn.
Oh boy. Can't wait to knock you back down again. It's now Talia's turn.
Since the creature I had Hunter's Mark on before has disappeared to the walls, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the one that's blue.
Okay.
I'm also now gonna move close to Bro. And instead of my bow this time, I'm gonna try use my longsword. Hopefully hitting its knees. 22 minus 2 is 20.
20 will hit.
Awesome.
The dirtiest of 20s.
I know. So I got a 6 from that. And then a 1d6. 3 from that, so that's a 9 for the first one.
Alright, 9 points of damage.
And then I'm going to go for that again. Hopefully hit it again. 20 minus 2, 18. Does 18 hit?
18 hits.
Oh, yes. Oh, 10 slashing damage. And then also a 4, so that's 14.
14, alright. It's looking bloodied.
Yeah.
Yeah, both it and the one marked orange are looking bloodied at the moment, but the one marked orange is hidden at the moment, so.
Nice. That will be everything for me.
With that, it is now my turn. The one marked red is going to step out. It doesn't even have to. It's just going to launch a rocket right at Talia here and at Renatus, respectively. First one, Talia. That is a natural 20.
Oh.
That is going to be a total. Oh, that's a really low roll for both of those die. 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone.
Oh.
It's knocked proning stuff.
Bro.
Yeah,
honestly.
Next up is going to be Renatus with a 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right, Renatus, that is a 6 points of bludgeoning damage, minimum amount, and you are also knocked prone.
I feel like we should be playing yakety sax right now. Just like we're just speeded up and they're just like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
All right. The one that was blinded is going to go ahead and emerge from the rock at the bottom here.
But the rest of them are on top.
Weird.
Oh, I just meant it's by at the bottom. I mean next to Naoki.
Oh, by the bottom. So
yeah. It's gonna make a slam attack. Lay on the bottom. All right, 26 to hit.
Jesus. Okay, it hits.
That is gonna be 17 points of bludgeoning damage against Naoki.
Okay. Ow.
And the next one is gonna be a 10 to hit.
That misses.
All right, so it misses Naoki on that one. And with that, it's now Renatus' turn. Valerie on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna use some movement to stand up. I'm just trying to hit the blue one again with my Oh wait, do I? Oh cool, I lost my Shadow Blade. Great. Love that. Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna draw my pack weapon then. And I'll try to hit it with that instead.
Okay.
I can see you losing your Shadow Blade. It's pretty dark in here.
It's fair. That is a dirty 20.
20 will hit.
All right. So, or 11 points of slashing damage.
11 points of slashing damage. All right. It is looking really hurt.
All right. And then one more Unleash Incarnation for my Echo, and he'll attack the red one.
Okay.
For a 24.
24 will hit.
Cool. For 9 slashing.
9 points of slashing damage.
And that'll be it for me.
Okay.
Guess what?
Valerie.
Okay, so the orange one looks bloodied, correct?
Yes. And level, and like from least hurt to most hurt, we got green, red, orange, blue.
Okay. So blue's most hurt, orange looks pretty rough. So Valerie's first going to pull a potion of healing out of her bag and kind of push it into Emmeline's hand, saying, "Please stop going down," and gives her a kiss on the cheek and walks on past and cast Shatter on the orange one.
All
Does
right.
she sashay?
Yeah, she kind of like walks uncomfortably close, yeah.
So we need a con save.
Yeah. DC 16.
Walking.
So it's going to take, potentially, if it's vulnerable, double 23.
So 46 points of damage, which it does take the full amount. As Valerie reaches out and this wave of thunderous energy hits this creature, it completely shatters. These small crystalline pieces flying apart as it does so, kind of letting this sparkle like dust go through as it does.
Yeah, and she's going to stand firmly in the way of the green, holding on herself, still having a bonus action through that, and kind of throws a glance towards Nancy, saying, "There's your crystals. Let's finish this, huh?"
Yes.
That's my turn.
All right. This one is going to go through the stone to here. It's going to punch Naoki. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Yes, it hits.
All right. So that is 2d8, 7 plus 5, 12.
Oh, he's gone.
All right. So Naoki loses his call lightning.
And his consciousness.
And his consciousness. Most importantly, his call lightning. And it's going to summon a rock and launch it to Valerie.
Sure.
Valerie, that is going to be a 13 to hit.
Valerie manages to sidestep it.
So Valerie quickly steps all the way as the rock goes wide and hits behind somewhere. Okay. It is now the blue one's turn. It is going to make a rock launch attack onto Cram.
Okie dokie.
That is a natural 20.
Oh, okay.
That is going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone.
Okay.
And it's going to make a slam attack against Renatus. That is a 10.
Does not hit.
All right. So launches this rock at Cram, hits Cram right in the shoulder. Kind of feels like it might be dislocated, but you're a robot, so it's okay. And then it makes a slam attack against Renatus, and that will be its turn. It's now Cram's turn.
Okay.
Besides on deck.
Stand up with half my movement. And then this blue one in front of me is going to get just another fireball for a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
That is 17 fire damage. And that will be all on my turn.
On the one marked blue. Graham.
Adam?
On the one marked blue. 17 points of fire damage.
Yes. Yes, the
It
one marked
goes
blue.
down.
Oh,
Nice.
get him.
It is now Rosad's turn. Emlyn's on deck.
All right. Let me just measure something. Okay, can I occupy that space right there?
It'll be difficult terrain if you do.
Okay.
Because you're gonna have, the way I see it is like it's sticking out. You're gonna have to like dodge or bend around or down, or step over a large crystal piece.
Okay, cool. So Razad's not gonna do that. Instead, he's gonna move up here. And he will take aim at the one marked red
Okay.
with his psychic blade, which is at advantage due to his weapon mastery. Which is a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
And he will get sneak attack off of this because of silly things. Alright. Let me damage and then sneak attack. So that is 16 points of psychic damage to the one marked red.
All right.
And he will use his weapon mastery once more. Vex, and give himself advantage on an offhanded throw. Which is a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
For another 2 points of psychic damage.
All right.
And that will be his turn.
One marked red is looking bloodied. It is now Emlyn's turn with Naoki on deck.
Yes, and after receiving the health potion, she'll go ahead and pop that top off and throw it back. Go ahead and roll for that real quick. 6, I'll take it. And she'll round about here. Take a look at... I can see that green one, can't I?
Yeah.
Over top
All right.
of your last friend.
I'm gonna have it take... Let's see here. I need it to make a wisdom saving throw. Because I'm gonna do Toll the Dead on it.
Okay.
Kelsey dead.
13.
Alright, it fails. So that'll be 15 points of damage to
Nice.
its noggin.
As a giant bell
Ooh.
is ringing through the cavern.
Hey, it's my job to narrate. So as a giant bell rings through the cavern, this creature will start to take some damage.
And that'll be my turn as I return behind this pillar, kind of.
Naoki, I need a death save. Whisper to me, please.
My roll 20 crashed. Give me a moment.
See, it's going well.
While we're waiting on that, Talia, go ahead and take your
Music.
turn.
That's been really
Cool.
good.
Well, my thing for Hunter's Mark basically says if my target drops to 0, I can use a bonus action to move it to a new creature.
Correct.
So I'm going to move it over to the red one. She said it was bloodied, right?
All right, and then.
Right.
Boy.
I am then going to move over here. Longbow that bitch is. Oh my god.
Oof.
9. Well, it'll be a 7 as well, because it's minus.
7 will miss.
Why did it do...
Nine.
Okay, I don't know why I did that, but... And then either a 21, so a 19.
19 will hit.
Yes! A 6. And then
6. Okay.
a 1.
Is this the one
So
marked red or
7.
green?
The red one.
Okay. So what's the total? 7.
7. Yes.
All right. It's looking bloodied.
Not great. Oh no. Yeah, that'll be it for me then.
Oh, I already said that about that one anyway. All right, the one is getting tired of this little ghost man sitting next to it. It's going to swing and try to attack the Echo. That's going to be a 13 to hit the Echo. So Echo dodges out of the way.
Miss.
It's going to make a second slam attack against the Echo. That is a 21 this time.
That'll hit.
And then the Echo just only has 1 HP, right? Like once it's hit,
Yeah.
it's just gone. Okay, cool.
Yep.
With that, it's now Renatus' turn.
All right. Where'd it go? Ah, there it is. Okay. Can I reach over there? I can't. Cool. All right. He was gonna bonus action cast. Wait, is that? Yeah, it's bonus action. Bonus action cast Misty Step to get over here, right next to the red one. And he's gonna take some slashes at it. That is an 18.
18 will hit.
Cool. For 7 slashing.
7 points of slashing damage. All right.
Then he'll action surge. Get one more attack in. Ah, it's an 11. Great.
11 will miss.
That's what you get for action surging.
Well, that was a waste. That's all I can do.
Okay, with that, it is now Valerie's turn.
All right, Valerie's turn. So the red one's still up. The green one is hovering over Naoki's cold dead corpse.
Basically.
Not cold dead. Yeah. So kind of rethinking her plan. Naoki's still down. Gonna hit him with a first level healing word.
Okay.
My bonus action. Roll, please. Yeah. I'm just going to say, Naoki, get back up. We need 11 healing.
Ooh, that feels good.
And then going to fling. You know what? Let's see how smart these things are. Do these things seem pretty smart? Like, in my estimation, do they look dumb or do they look kind
Make
of
an
like?
nature check.
Sure. Judging the 5, they're super smart. That's my take. So she's gonna vicious mockery it.
Okay.
Just like a whole bunch of insults. Come on, you stupid gem. The only thing you're good for is feeding the cursed skull that messes
What is the
with
minimum
culture.
it needs for that to work?
Honestly, it doesn't say, so it probably doesn't matter.
Okay, so what's the roll?
It's a wisdom saving throw. And it takes damage.
15.
Okay. So it fails. So it's going to take the full damage, which is not supposed to be that much. Just the first 2d6. Ignore the 3d6. And it has disadvantage
So
on the next
9?
attack roll it makes before the end of my next turn.
It takes 9.
Yeah, it takes 9 psychic damage.
All right.
So bonus action, and she's gonna... Yeah, she's gonna keep standing her ground.
Noted. And it's now that creature's turn. It's going to make a slam attack against Naoki.
At
With disadvantage. That is going to be for Naoki a 14 to hit.
It hits. Barely.
Damn it. So close.
That will be 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Of that.
It will summon a rock and launch it towards Valerie.
Of course it is.
Valerie does a 12 hit.
Nope. Valerie sees it coming and kind of ducks to the side before moving back. Come on, big man. Is that the best you can do?
Pram, it is now your turn. Rosad is up next.
Right, okay. I'm going to use my free level 1 healing word with Magic Initiate on myself. So my bonus action is 2d4 plus 5 onto myself, which is 9, which is lovely jubbly. And then this one marked green will be hit. Actually, I'll move forward so I have better line of sight. And then this one marked green will be hit with a fire bolt again for an actual 1. Hell yeah.
Roll a d12.
That's
for
what I
me.
get for using the same attack again.
Critical.
1d12 coming up. A 9.
A 9. All right. So.
Who's gonna hit? Who's it gonna hit? Do.
As you reach out to make launch this attack, there's a little bit of wet ground, and you slip and you fall prone during this attack.
Okay.
That's more.
Ouch.
That's less hurt your.
Then I'll use half my movement to get back up, and then my turn.
Fair. Razad, it is now your turn with Emlyn on deck. Naoki's in the hole.
All right. Rosad, seeing as he can't quite get to where he wants to, will continue throwing funny daggers at this thing. Psychic blades. At advantage at the one marked red. So that's a 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
Or 9, not just 9. I will sacrifice 1d6 of my sneak attack for sneak attack withdraw. But it will take a total of 18 points of psychic damage, the one marked red.
Okay. That's looking hurt.
And Rosad will move 15 feet this way for free, and then another 20 to get right here. Right next to the one marked green, and he will use his weapon mastery vex to give him that advantage on the next attack, so he will use his offhand psychic blade. That's a 11, unfortunately, so he misses.
11 will miss. All right. It is now Emmeline's turn.
Yes. And as Razad goes up to attack the green, she'll kind of slink around the corner of this pillar stalagmite thing. And when she gets line of sight, she'll go ahead and toll the dead on the green one again. So that'll be wisdom 14.
4.
All right. It'll take full damage of just 10 hit points.
All right. It's looking bloody now.
After that, we'll slink back behind the cover of the stalagmite, and that will be my turn.
It is now Naoki's turn. Talia is on deck.
All right, well, I'm going to use half my movement to get up, look at this creature, and clap my hands and use Thunder Wave. Well, it's like a weak clap. It's like... And he has to make a con 13.
12.
Get pushed back to 10 feet.
They can't get pushed back. What's the damage?
8.
8, so 16.
Does that destroy, like, the crystals in front of him?
It does.
Okay.
It also pushes everything that's unsecured away.
Those crystals are no longer there. All right. It is now Talia's turn.
Okay. Right. Yeah, well, I was going to try longbow the red one, and I failed miserably with a 9. So I'm going to try again.
At first, if you don't succeed, try again.
Yeah, and I didn't succeed either because I got a 16 minus 2, which is a 14. So never mind.
You're really good at maths.
Yeah.
She's good at reverse math.
You mean subtraction?
Subtraction.
You know what I do.
I know. That's wrong. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move here if that is possible.
Yeah.
So-
You're gonna get a rock thrown at you. That is
Right.
11. Next one, that is a 26.
Oh,
26
fuck.
misses.
That is gonna be a total of 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked prone.
Oh, big. Oh no.
I do gotta ask. Was it the green one?
No, it was the one marked red.
Okay, I was confused. Never mind.
He was coloring on my map.
This is erasing
Not me.
the crystal.
It is now Renatus' turn. Valerie's on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna just keep swinging at the red one. Since there's not really much else I can do. Okay. Get it? 10.
10 will miss.
Okay.
All right, it is now Valerie's turn.
Okay. So, in like the scope of things, which of these looks more hurt, Mr. Red or Mr. Green?
The one marked red looks more hurt than the one marked green.
Is the green bloodied though?
Yeah, the green one is bloodied. They're both getting like low.
Okay. Well, she's looking at Naoki, who's still like in the heat of it, and she's gonna throw her last second level spell and pop a shatter on that one. So if I can get another on 16 as she flicks a chip of mica, and as part of the vocal somatic components of this wonderful spell.
13.
I did look up. Yeah. Wow. Well, it takes twice the double of 6.
And this is the one
Super
marked
class.
what?
Green. Takes
Okay.
12.
It is still up.
Super great. And gonna look at Renatus and do a little bit of a fan dance for him, saying, Renatus, make the next one count. Yeah. And you take Bardic Inspiration if that you find that dance inspiring.
Nice.
That's
All right.
That is all. Actually, no. She's gonna move back there. That's my turn now.
That is the one marked green's turn. It's going to make a slam attack against Rosad. That is a natural 1. That is a natural 1.
Yeah.
Flip.
Rosad's just like weaving the slams.
Yeah, it's Graham's turn. It's Rosad up next.
Okay. We're gonna change it up this time with a good old Ray of Sickness at level 1 on this one that is green.
Okay.
If it may please. Never mind, I got a 12. Boop, boop. I have advantage. Because I'm just okay, I got 12 again. You know what? It don't matter. It don't
Never
matter.
mind.
But no, that is my go.
All right, it is now Rosad's turn. Emily's on deck.
All right, Rosad will pull out his psychic blades and do the silly thing where he attacks it. That is a nat 20.
All right.
Hi.
And let me add sneak attack already. There we go. That's 41 points of psychic damage to the one marked green.
It is gone.
Eon.
Just imagine Rosad just takes a psychic blade and he shoves it into the head of this thing, and then it just collapses into a pile of rocks.
Nice.
Like, all the energy drains from it, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
And then, he will, I guess just move, like, over here. And he'll end his turn.
Emmeline, it is now your turn.
That was incredibly impressive. I was behind the stalagmite, so I could not see. But with that, we're gonna peek out again. Oh, green one isn't there. We'll come up a little bit here, just so we can see that red one.
Mm-hmm.
We'll hit him with a mind sliver, which is going to require an intelligence saving throw of 14.
9.
Excellent. It fails. So it will take full damage here of 11, and then the next saving throw it has to do, minus 1d4.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, shoot. Let's just habitat explode.
So,
Brilliant.
as Emmeline goes up and casts Mind Sliver on this creature, it's the rock that makes up its head begins to crack in stress and just implodes, and the rocks go flying, and there's little bits and pieces of rock and crystal and mineral all over the place now, and that will effectively end combat.
Bing.
Woohoo!
Okay. Pick up your bloody gem shards. Valerie just kind of sits down and leans against the stone that she was standing next to.
I think I blew that big one away.
Don't tell me about your personal life. Sorry, I'm tired and hurt, so I'm being sassy.
Oof.
That's why I'm being sassy. That's no other reason.
Do you want this? And she'll kind of hand over a health potion, because I already had one.
You didn't use it? I suppose I just didn't.
You gave me an extra.
Yeah,
So.
It's the extra that was sort of like the opportunity potion, you know. You went down twice there.
Yes. Talia, how are you feeling? Naoki, you look pretty
Not
hurt.
good. Not good at all, to be honest.
Rocks hurt.
Yeah.
Why don't we take an hour, have some food, and then continue on?
I can patch us up if you want. It'll take a bit of energy, but I can do it again.
Sorry, do what?
That big ray of energy where it, like, really helped everyone.
Well, why don't we... Yeah, that seems... I suppose if you kind of used a lot of energy in that fight, so...
Mm-hmm. Okay, everyone, gather close. Where is
Just all
everyone?
sit in a circle and hold hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
And I cast Aura Vitality, so that's 2d6 10 times. Let's see. My brain is breaking. So that will go to... What's going on? There we go. 5 points to me. Three points to Talia.
Strong rolls.
3 points to Valerie.
Okay.
It's a critical fail every time.
7 points to Razad.
That's like the best one so far.
Yeah, it's good. Okay.
9 points to Cram.
Wow.
Thanks. 4 points to Emmeline.
Thank you.
11 points to me.
Nice.
10 points to who's the most hurt. Let's throw it at Talia. And then 7 points to Valerie. And
That's it.
concludes the aura dissipates.
Okay. Well, that was a little better.
That took a lot.
So now,
Boobies.
let's, maybe just take a quick breather after that, because I still think most of us are. I mean, I'm a little messed up. Valerie looks at Emmeline and just kind of like wipes her cheek, saying, "Oh, sorry, that's not blood." It's her lipstick.
Yeah. We could take a moment to rest. That'd be fun.
Razad kind of, from the entrance, leads Shelby further into the cave and kind of sits down up against her and lights a cigarette.
What would you all like to do during this rest?
It's just about to say, during this rest, I'd like to look around the cave to see if there are tunnels leading maybe further underground. I wasn't seeing any during the fight, but I would also like to investigate the pit and the milky water.
Okay. So go and roll investigation check for me, please.
Valerie will go with her. Just
with advantage.
Assist, yeah. Always assist.
Thank you. Gotta dig through the treasures together. Investigation with advantage. 18.
18. As you're looking around the cave, there are some things that you find that were left behind by the first. We're going to start with the earth elementals. It appears that one of the earth elementals was made with a vein of some sort of ore mixed into its form. You get this metallic ore that is from its body, from where it fell apart upon losing some of itself. The other one are these very fine glass-like crystalline shards. You get about 3, just put the quantity of 3 of earth elemental shards. And then from the ore, I'll say you get about 10 pounds of the metallic precious metal.
And that one.
Excellent.
Was the
Metal.
I'm sorry, what was that, Valerie?
What was that? They're just all earth elementals, sorry.
Yeah.
So 10 pounds.
As you go over to the pitfall, you notice that there appears to be some sort of light at the bottom of this large fall. Go to make a history check for me with advantage, please, as you're kind of thinking back on the plane of Earth, Guylon.
It's been a long time since I read about the elemental planes, but I got a 23.
So the elemental plane of Earth is just endless caves and caverns. Some of them are as large as a country, where it's just this massive opening. So basically it's just an endless maze of tunnels and openings and pockets where things exist. There is no sky, there is no end. So you imagine that what you're seeing down this pit is a large pocket of some sort of opening, similar to the one you first entered into. In shape, not environment. That's all you can about see. And as you go to the water and you're looking down at this, you see that this water seems to have, it's mineral rich. That's why it gets this white cloudiness to it. It is what you can imagine is probably from calcium. It's very high in calcium, which is also what forms the stalactites and stalagmites. As the water kind of drips down, it kind of like the minerals crystallize at the tip, and then it continues to do so as time goes on for a very long time, over several years. And as you look at the pool, you have this like slight shimmer of your reflection, kind of rippling with the wave from the waterfall. And it appears that this water is draining down as well. It's probably around the same place that you saw at the bottom of the pitfall in the cave floor. As you're looking at your reflection in this pool of water, you swear for a moment you wink at yourself. Your reflection winks at you. Then you blink, you shake your head, and your reflection's just rippling in the water.
Does Valerie see that too?
You do not.
And so as Emmeline just kind of smacks the water a little bit to kind of looks away from her reflection. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. But I wonder if I wonder what's below us. And if that would lead the way to the city.
I mean, this place seems to be almost improbable, but I mean, I don't think anything works the way it does in our plane. Could be another layer.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I want to ride down this milky water.
The whirlpool? I'm not a fan of that idea either.
No.
But
We might as well just jump down the hole.
didn't we already cover the base that we can't go back out above the cave?
Those things are waiting.
Those creatures will just wait. Mm-hmm.
Unless we want to kill them, but it looks like a good number. Unless they get bored.
They won't. What do you all think? I mean, would you want to proceed further down?
Might as
Or
well.
would you want to try to take our luck above?
I think going down would be a better option, to be honest.
Do you want
I
to
think
go
if we went
down
up
there?
again, it would probably just get a bit worse.
Especially you, Emlyn. You're looking a little ragged.
Well, all is
Not a polite.
it's necessary in the pursuit of knowledge.
Yes. You're supposed to say that she looks beautiful no matter what, huh?
Well, I meant like she
Pish-posh.
looks tired.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I am. I
Don't ever
definitely
tell a
am.
woman she looks tired.
He doesn't get it, you know.
It's alright. I've never understood those things either. I am definitely tired. I don't know if I'll do well in another fight. I believe we should proceed with caution if we go into the next area.
Can I
Okay.
pick up the gems?
We can presume at this point that almost anything could be creature. You saw the way they walked through the rock as if it was not there, huh?
Can you stop touching walls, please? I don't think we need to have another of what just happened again.
I'm getting the stuff off the ground.
You're picking up the body parts of their friends now.
It's no different from
If
her
I-
picking up the fingers of people.
Yes, but we normally put them in a bag. It's fine. It's fine.
Here.
People frown upon me for that, so same here. If I had more time, I would be able to study and prepare invisibility, but I don't. So I think if we move very quietly, we don't touch the crystals or the walls, as best we can.
We should
As
seduce the next wall that
for-
we see, yeah?
You can try your best. They're in there.
I bet I could do it. I think it's a worthy attempt to seduce a wall. That's the joke. Bards seduce everything they see. I don't believe in that, but
What do we get off the ground?
So that was all already collected. You got about three collections of crystals, about 10 pounds of the precious metal ore.
which
Gotcha.
we put in the bag of holding.
Yes. It's a bit too heavy for Emlyn to carry around.
So we can lose more stuff to the astral plane.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
As for getting down to the next section, would we prefer to go through the water whirlpool or down this hole?
I mean, are there no other exits from here? Did we not find any other like tunnels down just the hole in the murky?
Correct. There is a small opening where the water's flowing out of, but it's not big enough for people to fit through.
I mean, I can swim. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's gonna
but-
require strength checks and might exert exhaustion.
Even with wild shape.
Yeah, it's a fast current. Also, you estimate that the fall's a little over 500 feet. That includes the water, potentially. You don't see exactly where the water flows down.
Damn.
We feather fall.
I have enough for 6 of us, including me.
Can Naoki
So
become a
someone-
creature and go down the wall? Just crawl down it?
I could.
I mean,
Yeah.
Renatus
There
could,
is
like-
no wall to crawl down. It is a hole in the ground that is just this large opening that it goes down into. Technically, there's a ceiling that can go for miles, like kind of like a sphere, but it's like huge.
Oh, never
Still
mind.
could.
So
I just
here's
have
a
to become a
suggestion.
spider.
Here's a suggestion. Well, you can turn
And
into
give
a
a
spider
few weeks, sure.
and ride on one of us, or alternatively, Renatus could just jump, summon his little fake person on the way, and switch places before he dies. You know?
Yeah, Zark.
Does that work like that?
How'd it work
I don't
last
know.
time your character jumped down? Something.
How's that do?
I mean, he didn't have an
How'd
echo.
that go?
He didn't have an echo at the time, though.
Splat.
He
So
also
you
said-
guys can mark your character sheets for a short rest.
All right,
Ooh.
let's roll them dice.
Oh, yeah.
Gimme.
I don't like how it rolls each one separately. It's annoying. Oh,
Why does it do that?
Oh,
Oh, that
oh my
sucks.
lord. Yeah, okay. Not amazing, but not terrible.
I'll try 3 dice. Do that. Yes, he rolls each one separately. Okay. But yeah, technically, could Naoki turn into a spider and ride on somebody else while they're feather falling? And because he doesn't weigh
Yeah.
anything, it would really,
I would allow that.
so. Exactly.
Spider. Or would you prefer something a little less scary?
Spiders are fun.
Yeah, spiders are fine.
All right, well, I wild shape into a spider and crawl in Emily's hat.
All right.
So I'm a spider. So what?
I'm a spider.
Top of Emmeline's head is so sensitive because it's always covered by that damn hat. She's feeling all of them little legs. Ugh. But I'll go ahead and cast Feather Falling. No, it's not. It's oily as hell.
You're gonna have to cast Featherfall onto Shelby, and then Rozad's gonna have to ride on top of Shelby. It's still the same amount. It's just Rozad's gonna be on top of her.
That's interesting. Wonder
That's
how
very
that mechanic
smart.
works.
So Emily takes the feather and waves it through the air and casts feather falling on the party except for Naoki and Rozad, opting for Shelby in place of Rozad, and the party takes the leap and gently falls down. And as the party falls down, the first thing you notice as this whole area comes more into view is a city. A city that seems to glimmer and glow. But the interesting thing about this is that the city is only glowing in parts where it is open and revealed, as it is built into a colossal sized skull.
Oh.
The jaw is agape,
Wow.
its eye sockets. You can see the glimmer of whatever materials made to make these structures and buildings from within. And the skull is just this very large brown and ivory colored thing. After a few minutes, you make your way to the ground. This ground is soft. It is the color of rich, fertile soil. The pathway is lined with jewels and stones and bricks made from precious metals themselves. As you are sitting on a roadway leading to the city,
Well, that's incredibly lucky. Thank goodness. Didn't really know where we were going, to be honest, so.
Aren't we lucky that we found the correct destination on our first try?
you feel as if a
Let's
force is pulling at you. Something is beckoning you to the city.
All of us?
Mm-hmm.
I guess we need to go to it.
I sure as hell would
Feels like
love
the
to be in a city right now.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
just try not to mine gems from any of the people, huh?
You can
Yeah,
look,
you
but
kind
you
of just
can't
nestles
touch.
behind her hat a little so you can't see him.
All right. Well, let's head into the giant skull city.
What do you guys think that was? Draconic?
I don't know. Can you like bring that back? I mean, if it was a creature.
Me?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
like a giant like skeleton. Like it's probably attached to something else, right?
It's humanoid in
DM,
shape.
if I tried to cast like animate dead on that thing, would it actually animate? Does it
you're
do
like
the
300
bones?
yards away, about 250 meters
Right.
for our UK folks and Canadian folks, away from this. So I mean, you could try when you get there, see what happens.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it a shot.
I mean,
Why not? I'm curious. I've never actually experimented with the size of the bone.
I was going to say also, like, technically we need something from the city, so if we animate the city, don't we kind of destroy our path out, you know?
Potentially.
Maybe we could study
If
the
it's-
possibility without trying, you know?
I think if it's not the right city, we could animate it and it could take us places. I know they don't listen too well, but just enough.
A little genocide to start the day, I suppose.
Everyone would be safe. It'd be a very safe operation. Are we ready?
I mean, we're not that far. It's definitely something is calling us in that direction. At least that's what I feel. So let's do it. I mean, the more time we waste here, the less time we have until the rest of us die.
My only
May I?
my only concern is that once we do get back, what's to stop that group finding us again and just sending us somewhere else?
Oh, well, we willingly walked through a portal last time. Next time they try to do something like that, we don't let them.
I mean, they have the ability to teleport us between planes. I'm not too sure we could.
I'm going to say we walked willingly through the portal in this case. They may have another way of doing it, but at least we would have the opportunity to resist now that we know we can't trust them.
Oh yeah, we'd be able to give them a hard time. They might be powerful, relatively, but we're also how many, and they're how many? We can give them a little bit of trouble.
You know, we could probably kill.
We can
we'll
report
focus on
them.
her.
We could report them to the Sunkeepers and other authorities as well for interfering with official business. It's technically what I'm considered to be on, but that's if we get back.
That might help in some places, but rarely does this thing get handled officially.
Yeah. Well, all I've learned is that worshippers of Mordecai kind of suck, so.
Naoki nods. Mm-hmm.
May I ride on Shelby? I feel exhausted.
Sure.
Thanks. She'll climb up on that creature. Just kind of like big time fold.
Yeah, Shelby's
As
a
we're
pretty large creature. You're probably not like wrapping your legs entirely around her.
No, definitely not. As we're walking, though, I mean, is there anything of note? Are there any creatures that we're passing by in the distance? Or is it pretty still?
It's pretty still.
Okay.
The party continues to move along the path. And as you get closer to the city, the ground begins to shake a little bit around you. And 4 figures emerge from the ground, armed with these very large gray hammers, various shades of dark colored skin from brown to charcoal to completely black. They are wearing armor that shines like gold, bright yellow or all white eyes beneath their helmets look down upon you. One of them speaks. Does anyone here speak Terran? I believe it's called. Yeah, Terran.
No.
Nope.
All right.
Sorry, do you speak common, by any chance, sir?
They look at each other. One steps forward and removes their helmet. These locks of braids fall down from their from the helmet onto their shoulders. Gemstones woven into them with these bands of metal around it as well, keeping them in place. You are trespassing on the land of our Lord. State your business, outsiders.
Our business is that we would like to not be trespassing, and we would like to go back where we came from. We were sent here against our will by a group of adventurers worshipping the god Mordecai.
Rosado will step up next to Val. Yeah, it's kind of a messed up situation. Our business is to get out of here and get out of your hair as soon as possible.
Relinquish your weapons and any magical tools you have at your disposal. And tell your friend resting upon your head to revert back to his normal form as well.
Damn.
Magical tools, like, what do you mean specifically? Anything we're carrying that's magical?
He'll take out a bag. And it goes.
It's just a harmless umbrella.
Roll for deception.
Deception. Oh. Wait.
Razad will just kind of show his glove, and it's like, I have to give you this. I mean, all I can do is just light my cigarettes. I can't do anything with it besides that.
Did
Emily's
deceive
just
them.
gonna go ahead and put a couple daggers into the bag.
Yeah, Rosette will relinquish all of his
she'll
physical
also put-
weapons.
She'll also put her ring of warmth in there.
My ring of jumping, unfortunately, has to go in there too.
Yeah. So like they're looking for all of our magical gear. That's what Valerie's checking for. She goes, so just a question. And she's watching as stuff puts in the bag. Is the bag looking full as people put stuff in it?
No.
Question for a magical purpose. Is that what you would consider a bag of holding?
It is.
Okay. We have a little bit of a problem. Because if I give you my bag of holding...
Relinquish your bag, and we will not put them together.
Okay. I just wish to
You
declare
are
that it
talking
was
too
that.
much to test my patience.
Okay.
Damn.
So Valerie will reluctantly give over her war fan, which she like very sadly looks at that. Did they seem to notice the cloak of many fashions?
Make an insight check.
Yeah,
Did I deceive them?
20, dirty 20.
They have given you no indication that they don't believe you.
Mm.
Okay.
Do they notice my cloak of protection then? Does it?
Yeah. So she'll
These
keep.
people are very hard to read. For lack of better
Yeah.
terms, they're stone-faced. And you know what you guys do is up to you.
Yeah. So she will hand over the bag of holding. She will whisper the word for the pearl of power as she passes it over to them, giving herself back a third level spell slot.
I do that too.
You know, do you have a pearl power?
I do.
Yeah, it's been established.
Pearl of power and drop it into the sack. Along with the glasses of charming.
Yeah, but she will keep the cloak of many fashions, which has no other thing. She'll also drop a dagger in and a crowbar, which is not technically a weapon, but could be seen as one, which looks like it's very well used, but well maintained. Couple notches from where it's, used to wrench open a door. But that's
They collect the items, and they turn and begin to, as if walking around you in a box, one in each corner, they begin to escort you to the gates of the city. As you get closer to this city, this skull is massive. It is larger than the multiple levels of Elnira itself. And the gate to within the city seems to be completely made of this light blue shimmering metal. The gates open upon you approaching them without any need for guards. And as you enter into the interior of this skull, what is laid out before you is a city that takes your breath away. The entirety of the city is made of some form of precious metal, whether gold, silver, mithril, platinum, and with this filigree of gemstones covering its entirety. This truly shows the wealth of the elemental plane of Earth.
Wow.
This is definitely one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen.
It's gorgeous.
Almost as beautiful as those gems in your braids. It's wonderful. Is that in fashion here, or just your personal preference?
The person says nothing to you.
But this is my
I'm not
hair.
very talkative.
The city is built on a multitude of tiered levels, and at the top you see this palace that seems to shimmer as if it were a diamond upon a hill. You're walked up steps that are made of marble with gold gilding. Fountains flow that have the same kind of coloration as the pool you saw earlier. The citizens that walk these streets are similar to the guards are here. They're also a mixture of creatures made of earth. There are dwarves, but dwarves with this tan skin, unlike the ones that you've seen previously. There's the overall facial features and genetic structures and the inherited traits of their ancestors seems to be different in many different ways. The style of clothing is vastly different from any other civilization you've encountered so far in your travels. We are taking you to our lord.
Of course. We will, of course, be respectful. Whatever you need.
May we know his name?
You will know it soon enough.
Okay.
Scary.
To keep
Suspicious.
a feeling of mystery. Soon enough, you're led to the palace. I'm brought to gates that, from the coloration of the metal, appear to be made of platinum of some sort.
Whoa.
As the doors open, there's this stark contrast in its environment. Everything is some sort of shade of white, very monochromatic. The chairs seem to be carved from something that has the color of ivory. The goblets are made of these massive diamonds that seem to be chiseled away into a multifaceted, cylindrical shape. The Lord of the Faceted City. And sitting up on the dais, on a throne carved from a very large piece of opal, his entire figure contrasts the bright white and gray monochrome of this room. Is a man with skin as black as night. Massive hands are over the arms of the chair with a black tunic. There are shards and large pieces of onyx that come from his skin up around his neck, making up part of his beard. His eyes pure white. A number of gemstones line his hair that matches his skin color, with rings adorning his fingers. A multitude of platinum necklaces hang around his neck. He stands about 8 feet tall. He looks down at all of you as you
will
approach.
do a curt bow.
A very graceful bow with Valerie kind of flourishing her fan and snapping it closed as she
Can I get an Arcana check from you, please, Emmeline?
Of course. I'm assuming that I might be noticing something very interesting, but we will let the roll determine that. Very curious. Was that with advantage or straight roll?
Straight roll. Another interesting thing about him is that it appears that these shards of onyx also float about him, as if he has his own gravitational pull.
Could I use inspiration for that to reroll that?
Yeah.
All right, fingers crossed. 26. Let's go.
26. You know this person to be known as a Dao, which is a genie of the earth.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wishes.
His eyes glow with this silver aura about them. He exudes power from every fiber of his being. I present to you Garud Jabarni al-Zaheer, Lord of the Faceted City, son of Guylon.
Can I get a spelling of that?
I will give it to you. And that is where we're going to take our mid-session break.
Damn.
This typing
That's
was
nuts.
like, I have no clue how to spell that.
So everybody, that's where we're going to take our mid-session break. If you're just now joining us,
Well, I mean, it's been a really fun session so far. We didn't die this week, which is, sometimes a thing that happens because Dungeons and Dragons is a wonderful and dangerous thing. But if you're wondering exactly how this went before, and you're listening to us live, just be aware we put all of these sessions on all the podcast networks. We also upload the sessions on YouTube every Monday. But if you are listening to us on the podcast network and it's in the future, if you'd like to catch us live, we do this every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we do other games too. But catch us on Lich Souls on the Twitch and enjoy playing it live with us and maybe comment and do crazy stuff.
yes, everybody. So we'll be back here momentarily. Give us about 15-20 minutes as we take this moment to refresh ourselves, get ourselves some snacks or drinks as we require, and we'll be back momentarily. BRB. And welcome back, everyone. So where we last left off, didn't get me this time.
Didn't get me this time. Oh, I'm done.
The party had entered in the palace of what is known as the Faceted City, led by a Dao under the name of Garud Jabarni al-Zaheer, a 8-foot tall Dao, genie of the earth, that has these onyx protrusions from all around his body, long black dreadlocks with gemstones and other jewelry woven in. The jewelry is made of platinum, so it's this white contrast to go with his black and dark complexion. There are chains and other amulets hanging from that as well. Diamonds and other fine gemstones adorn him as well, while he sits upon an opal throne. As his title is said to all of you, what do you do?
Gagged.
Gagged. Emily just does a short bow. Just again a short
Valerie's
curt
still
bow.
in the full bow position, hands out the fan having snapped together, waiting to see when the appropriate moment is to start speaking.
I'm gonna do a little curtsy.
Rosad does like a half bow, doesn't go all the way to his knees or anything.
Not super interested. He's just like, I don't need to put up with this stuff.
Another key thing that was mentioned to you when his title was read to all of you said to all of you is that he was called the son of Guylon,
which is the name of the place.
based off your previous history in our contracts, Emlyn and Valerie. Guylon is the name, not only the name of the elemental plane of the earth, but the primordial elemental of earth.
So he's the literal son of the basically the god of earth, essentially. He's the son of the god of earth, technically.
So this man is either a god or a demigod in his own right.
Didn't we kill a bunch of primordials in the last campaign?
In a way, but not
Okay.
primordials. They were children of primordials.
Okay. So we didn't kill his dad. That's good. Just,
Normally, entry into my city is forbidden.
We are very sorry to intrude, but we were forced into your domain against our will.
You think the barriers of my father's skull is the end of my domain in my city? You think I did not sense your presence the moment you entered into the caves and slayed my own citizens for the sake of your own greed?
No, I never said
Desire
that.
for
I was saying we didn't mean to even set foot in this entire place from the desert down to here. This was all against our will. I'm not doubting that you knew that. You seem very powerful and knowing of this place after all.
And your lordship, we would be willing to return any of these materials. Our previous fight was one of self-defense,
materials?
not fight.
That is what you call the essence of my children.
I lack the informed
You lack plenty
vocabulary.
of things, young mage.
Mm.
And I will teach you.
Mm-hmm.
We apologize for
All right.
any offense. As creatures of a different plane, we are unaccustomed to the concept of familiarity with the earth having life in the way that your people exhibit. Earth elementals are, of course, rare in our land.
He stares at you.
Ignorance isn't an excuse.
Observes your body posture, your stature, and you get the sense that he can feel the pulse of your heart. For those of you who have one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He has such good insight. She is speaking the truth if he's feeling that. She does feel, regretful that they did what they did. Ignorance is never an excuse.
Ignorance is not a defense. Laws have been broken, and there must be reparations. There must be justice.
What do you desire?
At this point, the gates to the Great Hall will swing open, and in comes a drow elf in robes, his hair tied back in his braid, revealing his arcane tattoos, purple lens glasses resting upon his nose. As he walks in, you recognize Archmage Emerald Hamlish.
That's what I thought was happening. Valerie looks very confused.
Woo! We're saved.
Lord
Tanish.
Jabarni zaheer, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance once again. He does not seem entirely pleased to see Emerald Hamlish in his hall. I must apologize for the intrusion on your. As you see, these people here that have intruded upon your territory are students of mine, and I must say that I am responsible for them. I have sent them on a journey, and therefore, anyone who operates under the banner, I take responsibility for, and I can remove them from your territory post haste. I am sorry, Archmage, but by laws of this land, they are now mine, and they cannot leave without my permission.
Oh. Can we trade something in return for
You
that?
were not given permission to speak.
Yes, sire.
Go look at Thalia. You have
Quick
something
question.
to say?
Quick question out of character. Do you know, because you said he can, like, sense, like, heartbeats and everything about us, can he sense that we're, like, dying, like, the soul and everything? Or is he, like, can he sense that sort of thing?
There's nothing that really give you that an indication of that. That's not exactly something that you could read by observing him.
Okay.
I guess Valerie is the only one actually holding up her hand.
Valerie.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt out.
If I have your permission to speak, if you wish to make us your servants, we have very little time left. And we have an important task that will increase the potential lifespan we have. We have 2 months in our plane's time to change something, at which point we will have more life to spare to serve you. Mortal lives may be short compared to someone with your grace, but 2 months is a blink of a lifetime for many of us. And it will be over before we can do much good.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yes. Persuasion. That is a thing I can do. Oh, come on. Come on, game. 11. She's kind of shaking. Exhaustion weakening her attempt.
He leans forward. In doing so, this sword appears in his hand. This stands about 6 feet in length from hilt to tip of the blade. Its pommel rests a very large stone that is half onyx, half diamond, that seems to shimmer with a brilliant light. The blade itself is transparent. A blade that is as faceted as a brilliant cut gemstone. I will give you a choice. You must all agree to the choice. Number 1. You serve me in my palace, in my domain, as servants and cupbearers, and whatever else I wish for you to do for 100 years. You will find that your time will not be limited here. Under my power. Or 2. I send you on a task to complete that may result in your death. I cannot guarantee your safety. The details do not matter in this decision. But there's the 2 choices that you have. And I am giving you these 2 choices out of a favor I owe the Archmage.
General question on the first choice. I know that in some planes time does not function in line with each other, so would those 100 years be 100 years in our plane, or would it be like we come back and it could be the same time? I know the Fae can be that way.
I will give you the night to decide.
Yeah.
Bro just doesn't want to tell us anything.
Don't be saucy, darling.
In the meantime, I will return all of your items back to you.
You are gracious.
But with a condition. He'll flick his wrists and metallic colors appear around all of your necks. Not uncomfortable, not choky. They allow freedom of movement until the task is complete or the 100 years are served. These will prevent you from being able to leave my domain.
Ew.
Naoki is very uncomfortable with this metal piece around his neck.
Oh, wow, yeah. He's wearing metal.
Can I get something that isn't metal? Your sire? Highness?
I have spoken. There is a swirl of dust. He disappears from the throne. You all have put yourself into a lot of shit, I must say.
You can say that again.
So,
Not by choice.
just to clear things up, he looks over to Immoral. Who are you?
He's sometimes companion, sometimes somebody that we make angry. And I think today we make him angry.
All right, so he's giving us the night to decide. I'm not serving here for 100 years.
Hmm.
Yes, let's continue on.
This thing sucks.
Is the collar like? Does it shift at all if they touch it? What happens? Yeah. Yeah. So Valerie kind of pulls her hood up and sees what happens if she shrinks her neck a bit. Does it fit to the new neck? And re-expand when she makes it normal size? Or does it stay? Okay.
So uncomfortable. I hate it.
Could we like put something underneath it so it's
Well, I have my scarf. It's just sitting on top of my scarf. It's not too uncomfortable. Maybe, Naoki, you could fashion something similar? Thank you.
Listen, I'm just trying to clear the air. All right.
Sorry.
Can we go move somewhere where we can talk?
Of course, yes. In the meantime, as we walk, you can just appreciate how genuinely attractive he is.
Who?
Amaro Tamush. I mean, you not appreciate the? No? Okay. Don't think he's got good taste, Evelyn.
I think he's onto something. Of course.
Do not steal. Do not steal. Okay. Sure.
Uh-huh.
So if we had not accidentally, got into a fight, would we still, you think, have been facing the same crime for even entering his realm? I get the feeling he can be. I think his justice is always harsh, but fair.
Right.
Mm.
that's disappointing. But I suppose not terribly surprising. So he found us here, and so I suppose he has something that he needs an outsider to complete, somebody expendable.
It is a possibility, yes.
Great. Hey, Talia, do you have anything to say to him? You know, he just did us a big favor. Want to, like, make up, apologize,
Mm, I guess we can call a truce.
A truce?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I get
mean-
from her that's probably the closest you're going to get to, and I'm sorry.
My dear, a truce requires a stalemate. And you fell quite hard. Onto the ground, that is. And I believe there was some sort of foam coming out of your mouth at the time as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Interesting.
At least we can agree on one thing.
Okay.
So,
So, you activated the last monolith.
did you know that they existed?
I had my suspicions, but we did not know where the last one was.
Oh,
And we also met a group of people who wanted to activate it as well.
and,
Yeah, it was this shit stain priest of Mordecai.
yeah, and a professor who was
Mordecai.
needed. Yes, Mordecai kind of sounds kind of like he's a little disagreeable, but
Yeah, he said it was something like it was Mordecai's will, and it's something blah 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 whatever,
Well,
and we're not supposed to deactivate it.
Bro's
were
just being a little
also-
bitch.
yeah, we were also hired by a professor to come and explore those very ruins, who, let's just say, died but didn't die and brought us three of us back from the dead. Don't know much about the details of it, but
And now we're actually dying.
well,
Why would Mordecai
Again.
want to collect the energy of life?
I think it was more the undead are unnatural. Those who have been brought
No.
back should not.
None.
No.
Mordecai was a member of the Seekers, the group that confronted Zolna and Skate at the bottom of the Tower of Lyra. He became a god. Shortly after, he was very devoted to those of the divine lineage, wanting to bring back Sealnor upon his death. But
Could he be gathering this power to bring back Siono?
no amount of life force could bring back a god such as that.
Maybe it's just misguided teachings, like they interpreted his teachings in a way that was more extreme than others would. Not sure about this god thing though.
It is true what you say, though. The lords and ladies of the Singisian Empire are slowly losing their vitality, much like you said you were. But I was going to simply bide time and let them all fade away. But it seems now the fate of many are now tied to them as well. And we cannot let them die without saving, also letting others die as well.
Yes.
I personally have
well,
never been resurrected.
I mean, I can imagine you're so powerful. But yes, there are good people who have been resurrected by divine intervention, which I know is rare, but I suppose maybe not rare enough. I wonder
The
though,
leaders
because
of your grove, young druid, they are at risk as well.
Wait, really? But I didn't think they died.
Both Astra and Aspen lost their life at one point or another.
No way.
How far does this stretch?
the concern, maybe is it reach beyond this plane? They're not feeling further drain. They're just still feeling weak from what was already drained from them, right? Even here.
If we do this task, can we maybe get this Garud fellow to destroy one of the monoliths?
I don't think so. I think
A god cannot enter the mortal plane.
And I don't think we are bargaining for a favor that is anything but our freedom. And I suspect, Archmage Tamlish, that 100 years in this plane would be 100 years in the material plane. That when we come out, that we would be of no assistance in destroying the monolith and saving the people.
The element of earth is steadfast and strong. Time will not fluctuate here like it does elsewhere.
Oh, it's just still.
So a lifetime will pass and many people will die. Not to say that there might not be other
A lifetime
heroes.
for some, yes.
Well, yes, I mean, for me it would be a full lifetime. I mean, even if we don't age in 100 years, I mean, I don't think I would live long enough to see them through if I was burning the little bit of sand in the hourglass I have. We have no choice but to do the dangerous.
Yeah. I believe that's our best bet. It's the task.
That I would mind growing old next to you, huh?
Jesus, get a room.
Emily's
Yo.
just gonna light a cigarette and kind of hide under her hat.
Let them be cute, man. Honestly, it's nice to have at least some happiness in this party.
Yeah.
Speaking of rooms, where are we staying?
Do they even have beds?
Unsure.
I
Do
mean, as
elementals
dwarves,
sleep?
yeah. I mean,
Why would they not have beds?
I mean, do you want a stone bed?
I mean, I've slept on the ground before. It's a natural thing.
Generally, like something a little bit softer, you know, nice down mattress and pillows, you know.
Fine silk. The legs.
Yes.
There's
I don't
one
think
thing
they'll
I
have that
do
here.
know, though. I cannot help you while you're in this predicament, and I must go devote my energy to staving off the energy from the monoliths from Elmira as long as I can. There are too many lives there.
Right.
If he does not send us back, do you want me to reach out to you when we have earned our freedom?
I am going to have to speak to that insufferable man to come get you.
Who?
A
Never mind.
lord from Yundilbaleg. I do not want to talk to him. It has been many decades since I spoke to him. But he is always free.
I suppose he doesn't do much except for just have a good time. Huh?
A bit too much. He is banned in 7 kingdoms.
Jesus.
He's what, sleep with a king's daughter or something?
And sons.
equal opportunity. I appreciate that.
When you're ready for him to come get you, use this and he will hand you a stone that is the face of a person making the screaming painting like pose.
Oh, it's literally Macaulay Culkin. That is that his face, or is that just something he had created because he was bored?
Pick one.
Are you presuming boredom? Because you said he doesn't have much to do except for seduce people.
I wish luck to you, whether it's 100 years from now or however long it takes you to do this dangerous task.
Bye.
Thank you.
I suppose we owe you a favor now, huh?
I'll add it to your tab.
Yes.
I'm sure Talia didn't help with that.
Yes. You don't still have that weird tentacle rod by any chance you want to spout part with? Or?
From his cloak, he will produce a small piece of rock. And as he holds it in his hand, you notice that this tree, it's like a little tiny terrarium almost that has flora and fauna similar to the area of which you all hail from in Silveria. And look, you. I look forward to seeing you again. And he will cast plane shift and return back to the plane of the material plane.
Boy.
So, we need to get rooms. And I suspect Naoki needs a drink.
I don't know if they even have any.
Why do you assume that there's literally dwarves? Like,
there's all manner of creatures here. They just are of a completely different lineage and stuff of those back. These are elemental plane of earth dwarves, not hill or mountain dwarves.
Yeah, I mean, yes, Naoki. I mean, I think alcohol exists in every plane.
Hope so.
I feel it would be more potent here.
Well, they will need to find out.
Even better.
Crystal vodka.
So let's find the innkeeper, find out how much rooms are, and because this is a foreign place, I think we should probably reduce the number of rooms we have, just to be safe.
I think that's a good idea.
Is
Go.
Innkeeper?
So you're gonna go to the tavern keeper?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go after the innkeeper.
Okay.
See what they got going on.
So going up to the tavern keeper of this place, she is I'm not gonna say she or he. It's a person made of rock. They're wearing a myriad of clothing that don't seem to fit any certain gender at all. Just plain robes, jewelry of different types, vague facial features. They look up at you, and then you hear a voice from beside you say, "They want to know how many rooms you need." You look over, you see a small little puppet.
Hello?
6, 5? No, 4?
6 rooms. 6 rooms is how much you need.
I think probably 3 would be the safest.
We can chop it down to 3. I think 3 is a fair number.
Yeah.
Yes.
You allow that?
They say, why would we not allow that?
The last one we were in didn't allow people to share rooms, so it was very,
A little prudish.
And for payments, we work on a barter system here.
Oh.
Oh my.
You don't take, well, I presume there's enough riches here that currency doesn't have value, things have value. Everything is gemstones
have
and gold.
an assortment of books if you'd like to take a look. They might be rarities on this plane. They're very interesting indeed. I have ones like The Anatomy of Unicorns, the 3rd volume. A Smith's Inner Flame, Tourist Guide to the Plane of Fire if you've never been. It's volume 2, very fascinating.
I have this book, and she takes out the step work book.
Oh.
No.
It's a little interesting.
These are-
I've perused it lightly.
These are non-magical.
This is a little bit of a steamy book, but it is from the
3 rooms for the orc book.
Oh. I was gonna offer.
We have a deal.
I would reread chapter 3 a couple of times. It's pretty good.
Does this book have pictures?
There's an earmark on chapter 3.
Pictures or are they diagrams?
Yeah, so yeah. He gives up the what are you doing step work.
Oh. I was gonna offer flowers, but never mind.
So you get 3 rooms in exchange for smut. I
Yeah.
can finally take that damn book out of my campaign. Like,
I knew it would come in handy.
Easy.
No, we're coming back for it.
Yeah.
Just wait until they write the sequel.
But you can exchange the flowers for booze.
The first wish spell is going to be used
Ooh,
to
true.
get that book back.
The step orc. The sequel to
I
the step
like
orc
the
is step orc.
thinking.
What did I do back?
Yeah.
No,
Wow,
you're gonna
dude.
need some flowers now.
Valerie's been practicing her step work shapeshift.
Show me any number of flower and I can make it for you.
So you're each handed a signet stone, a stone with a rune carved into it that glows with a brilliant light. And there's a doorway that is just an archway standing in the middle of open space. And as you approach, a small portal appears.
Another Paul.
Does it change if we lift up a signet to it?
Mm-hmm. And it grows more vibrant and spacious. Like it fills up the entire doorway the closer the signet stone gets to it.
Wow.
Yippee!
I don't have these back home.
These are wonderful.
No, this is fascinating.
Okay. That's wonderful. Naoki, were you going to get a drink for yourself? Or...
Of course.
I have something. I'm a little tired, so I think we decide on rooming.
One of us will have to. One of the rooms will have to have 3 people.
Okay. Well, I mean, Renatus doesn't really sleep; he just stands there, so he can go in pretty much any room.
I could share a room with these with Renatus and Cram, considering they can sleep standing up like cows.
Yeah. So that
Are you
leaves.
sure you're not going to take me again?
Okay.
Where would we go?
I want you to think
know
about
what?
that really hard.
That was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
I mean,
that was my attempt.
What
A little
you want
soon.
to do at night is up to you.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Tree
The
hugger.
smut's gone. The smut has gone.
The smut is here forever.
If there are no objections, Valerie, perhaps you join me?
Of
I have
course.
some spells and books to look over.
We can
use
we
your
can
help?
certainly. Yes, I wouldn't mind helping you with that again.
Excellent.
I'm ready.
Me and my best friend, Naoki.
Yeah.
Of course.
Naoki, get some drinks for yourself if you can. You're looking a little sober.
A little bit.
Been sober for too long.
Are there patrons in this tavern, by the way? Like in this common area?
Correct.
There are a lot of people.
There are. It's not like packed. It is midday. Or, sorry, late afternoon. You have been through quite a lot. You've been through quite the ordeal. So it's not as busy as it could be, but there are people here and there drinking all manner of drinks and consuming all manner of foods. There are earth elementals there that are just eating rocks. There are dwarves here that are eating meals that seem to be similar to foods that you have back at home. And you know, just there are lesser Dow as well.
Where's the bartender?
Usually the tavern keeper's right here in front of you. I mean, like to make arrangements.
They say that they're right here. I'm sorry, but did we forget that I was here?
Oh,
Oh shit.
yeah.
No.
Where do I
Maybe.
sleep?
That's not.
Yeah, how was that
You can
fall?
sleep with me.
Betty, I think you should protect Krem if you can. The ambassador.
Stay
I
with the ambassador.
held onto the schnoggle by the foot.
Very good.
You've done well. Kind
Good job, buddy.
push some dirt off of him. Precipitations him. So he's all
Pat him.
Do we have to pay extra?
There wasn't the number of people.
Is there a pet fee?
They say that luggage is not extra.
Okay.
Nice.
I find that slightly hurtful.
I'm getting in for
We'll
free,
talk
it's
about it
alright.
I wonder
baggage
what
doesn't
my
cost with this
purpose
group.
is
Yeesh.
now.
Your purpose is to be our friend.
Oh my god.
Oh,
No, Betty. No, listen.
Did he just find out his only purpose is to pass butter? What the fuck?
Your purpose is to find your purpose, and we will travel with you and help you if you help us on the way. Because we like you.
Okay.
Or is this static?
Yeah.
So happy with your response.
It's hard to tell, honestly.
Turning to the tavern keep, Emmeline's gonna ask, do you serve anything similar to fried worms?
They say yeah. You got all manner of things here.
Yeah. Okay. Could I get just maybe a small basket of fried worms and a pint of
what do
your
you have?
sweetest alcohol?
Have you tried fried leeches before?
No. Leeches?
Yeah, they get a little crunchy, but they're nice.
Hmm.
You just can't
So
put salt
the
on
food
them.
that is the basket of fried worms that are mealworms that are given to you. Is also a frozen alcoholic drink that has like tastes of like coffee and chocolate. There's a little bit of whipped cream on top.
Ooh, this is delightful.
I would like the
So kinda-
exact drink.
But do we? I'm assuming we have to barter and exchange for the drinks as well, or are they included with the accommodation?
No payment is asked.
Amazing.
Valerie will have the same food as Emmeline.
You sure you want
These
that?
mealworms, they're really good. You've never
Yeah.
tried them, Naoki?
I like a little bit of a leafier texture.
He's a
They just
vegetarian.
crunch, especially with the head. You just
I mean, technically, every time you eat like a raspberry, there's little insects in it.
That's fair. Maybe just one.
Yeah, and if you get a fig, there's apparently a wasp that lays its eggs in there.
You know,
Right.
It's broken down by the enzymes of the plant, but
Please stop. Please do not keep going
I mean,
with that.
it's not bad.
You
It's a little,
Just tell me more
yummy.
about this. Never heard you talk about this before.
you know, back home, my family would make the best jumbo beetle bisque. Just to die for. Haven't had that in a while. You guys have anything similar to that? Any beetle stews, thick soups?
They say that we often have beetles come through the area. You can check the trade port.
Just give me what they're having then.
So I'm gonna go ahead and describe like kind of like the city itself in ways. So the city, you learn that is actually a major trade hub in the multi-plane existence. There are all manner of beings and other species of creature that traverse here with permission or license and do trade here amongst the many planes. If you were all in your dilemma, this would be an interesting place to connect to the outer planes itself. You learn that all planes are connected via the wild space or the astral plane, and traversing through them is how many people or species wind up here.
Oh.
So, I mean, before we leave, we could potentially look for some traders. So.
Maybe. Since they don't take money.
Well, I presume the traders from other places likely take currency. So, Emmeline.
Previously described. No, go for it. Go for it.
So what happens is the mother wasp burrows into the fig and lays its eggs, so it dies, but the eggs do actually hatch, and the baby wasps come out, and they cross-pollinate the other figs, allowing them to grow, and then the fig breaks down the wasp. So yes, it's the cycle of life. So it's hard to
Interesting.
avoid, it's hard to really be a vegetarian.
Oh, I wasn't vegetarian.
I love that random fact. By the way, for anyone who's wondering, if you get like greenhouse farmed figs, there are no wasps inside. Also, you will never find a physical wasp because it's broken down. But this
Thank
is
you
real
for
fact.
sharing that. I could have got my entire life without caring.
Yeah.
No, and I still don't.
Yeah.
That still implies though that there are still wasp parts in it though.
Yeah, there are.
The enzymes break it down, so there's no like physical wasp in it. It's just like,
I mean,
It's the juices of the wasp.
No,
Oh.
that just made it even worse.
that's fine as long as you're okay with knowing what goes in Starbucks red drinks. You're fine then.
it's just
I think we're getting a
Wasp.
little off topic here, guys.
Yeah. So previously described was the skull that was encompassing the city. Is any of that actually present from where we are, or is it more so just the walls and the ceilings and more of an overarching thing? Or is it closer?
And what you
Okay.
get from this is that the skull itself is made from earthy, like while bones are made of like, calcium and different types of cellular structures, this, as it is the skull of the primordial of earth that is now dead,
Mm-hmm.
it
Probably
is also
can't
made
animate
of
it.
earthly materials as well.
Unlucky. That's okay.
Oh,
Well,
Cavern Keep. What is the thing that earth elementals drink?
Well, you see, they often drink the calcified water, and it reinforces them. But sometimes they don't drink at all. Sometimes they don't need to eat or drink. They just do it to feel like part of the crowd, you know?
They don't get drunk.
No.
Oh,
What about the dwarves? What's their strongest liquor?
I don't think you can handle it.
Oh, it's not for me. It's for him.
hi.
Yeah, she'll motion to Naoki.
I mean, if you think you can handle it, but it might put you in quite the tizzy.
I've been in worse. I've woke up in jail.
All right. I mean, if you want to try it.
I'd like to try it. He smiles.
A drink is given to you that kind of has this blue shimmer to it. It is a shaken cocktail that is served over these chilled stones. They kind of smoke as if it was dry ice evaporating. I would be careful.
Shh. I'll take a small sip.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Bro just blows up.
Just pass out.
He turns blue.
Oh,
Avatar?
goodness gracious.
He rolled a 5.
Oh no.
6
You rolled a 5.
A 5.
Bro's dead. Bro's gone.
Your vision and mind just goes blank.
Ah, shit.
And we'll get back to you when you recover your consciousness and you're actually able to remember things again.
So I just crumple.
Naoki, how is it? Naoki? Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh,
We
Jesus.
should bottle
Has
some
he-
of that. This is
Stonewalled.
incredibly useful.
We
Has
could
he ever
destroy
been
it.
like this,
Hey,
Thomas?
okay, when you regain your consciousness and you're finally able to remember things once more, you find yourself standing in the throne room of the Opal Throne.
What?
And Lord Jabarni Al Zaheer looks down at your entirety party, having come to a decision.
We skipped ahead.
Well, what is your decision? And
Oh.
what happens next will be a story
Oh.
for another time.
But we
What?
wanted to dance
The
off.
jump cut?
The third option we're having
So
a dance
essentially what happened there was Naoki takes a sip, and when he's able to finally remember things again, he is standing in the throne room.
Do I still have that
Naoki
glass?
Unlock time travel.
Damn.
We unlocked time travel for the DM to end the session.
I'm gonna put the rest of that in my
'Cause I
pocket.
was
Yeah.
not
Michael-
handling any more questions like that.
Yeah,
Michael,
Michael's
how
like,
can
you're
I do it?
taking too long.
You
You're taking
are.
too long. Off you go.
Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in tonight, and thank you to the players as well. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on over to Jeremiah, who plays Rosad.
Yeah, wonderful session. We got to have a cool combat in the beginning. Rolled a lot of crits, which was awesome.
That must be nice.
It was nice. And yeah, I mean, we're in quite the predicament because we got to do some dangerous tasks because there's no way in hell I'm serving 100 years under somebody and not aging and dying. But yeah, this will be interesting. I can't wait to see what we actually have to do. And with that, I'll pass it over to Quentin, aka Renatus.
Oh, hey, that's me. Yeah. Well, if the beginning of the session wasn't just proof that anything can happen in D&D, you know, like out of maybe like 10 attacks, only 2 of them hitting and doing barely any damage, it's fine. It happens. Even if you die a little on the inside because of it, but that's beside the point. Anyway, yeah, it was a good session. fighting those rock monsters definitely was interesting, and
Rock monster.
yeah, with their rock launchers. Anyway, I made that joke earlier and no one heard me, and I was upset about it.
I gave you a second try.
Thank you for giving me this platform in which I can throw my shitty puns out. But yeah, it's interesting, his lordship that we've just had to deal with. Let's see where that's gonna go. But yeah, all around good session. But of course, you can't have a good session without great role players to bring it to life. So of course, thank you to all of our wonderful role players for bringing this story to life. And thank you to everyone who's chatting up in chat tonight. And of course, can't have a great story without a great DM leading the way. So thank you to our wonderful DM Michael for putting this story together and bringing us together each and every week here. And yeah, I'm done rambling. So why don't you start yapping?
Yeah, it was a fun session. The fight went well. We, antagonized and murdered some innocent civilians who just got mad because we, poked at them.
And rock children, apparently.
And rock children, honestly, the flavor of this plane is super great. I love the fact that it's made made in the skull of a primordial entity. The actual lord is super cool. Like what a greatly flavored potential antagonist for us. Maybe future ally, maybe our boss for 100 years, because sorry Jeremiah, we are all going with that option.
100 years, Veiled Vanguard.
I'm pushing for Valerie's pushing for a dance off. This guy looks a little big. He doesn't look like he's got the right flow. I think she can beat him. It's good. But we'll find out next week to see whatever wonderful story is crafted before the dungeon master flies off to Japan. I'm gonna pass it on to Gaku, who did not get us in trouble this week.
Damn right I didn't, because there wasn't a lot said by Cram this session, but nevertheless, I did have a fun session. I'm gonna push and say we just serve this guy for the rest of our lives. Why 100? Why stop there? Why limit ourselves?
So here's the thing. Let's just keep having this drink repeatedly, and then the 100 years just pass by, and it's like, so it's 2 years later, you're all freed.
We'll just...
I don't think you guys understand. The party made decisions. It's just that Naoki does not remember the past 24 hours.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm keeping that drink. Yum.
Oh, it was Jaeger bombs. Yep, been there.
It's basically real life Naoki's equivalent to an amaretto sour. That's how much of a lightweight he is.
no, but really good fun session today. Excited for what happens next week, and then obviously the break. But we'll be back soon enough, ready to continue on our shenanigans. But with that, I'll pass it on to Chloe, who plays Eveline.
Yeah, I don't have really a lot of additional notes. Super fun session, good mix of combat and the role playing. I would say that this encounter with this lordship went better than some previous encounters with people of authority. So I think we did pretty good on that as a team. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. Thank you, Michael, for planning this all out and helping to guide us along the way. Because I know we're doing our best, but there's a lot of information, a lot going on. So it's nice to have your help every now and then. With that, I'll go ahead and pass it over to Isaac, who plays our favorite lightweight, Naoki.
Hey, it was a very fun session. Oops for me smacking the wall and accidentally injuring the people of this plane, including their children. Big oops on my part. But it's still very fun with the combat, and then being able to see this really dazzling city of stone and jewels and metals. It's very pretty, it sounds. I wish we could have a huge visual of it. Wink. But it sounds really cool. And also, it was fun to drink the little Blue Dazzler and just, black out. That was fun.
Call that the Cosby.
The Realm Shifter. But with that, I'll pass it over to our regular antagonizer, played by Megan.
Wow. Wow. That was horrible. Honestly, it was a very fun session. Many of my roles were not as good as usual. Very, very disappointing. And I was slightly losing hope, not gonna lie. And I also lost count of the amount of times we were prone, because that just kept happening. It was just like, oh yeah, you're up again next turn. Yeah, never mind. Doing the little shimmy, the little boogie up and down. But nonetheless, it was very fun. And now we're in a lovely new predicament. This party cannot seem to catch a break, to be honest. Through faults of our own. But I'm sure whatever decision we make, we'll power through. We'll do it. But yeah, I think that's it from me, so I'll hand it back to our lovely DM.
Thank you so much there, Megan. Thank you to all the players for tonight's session. It was a great time. I've been holding on to the Lord of the Earthplane for quite some time, and I'm excited for him to be a character in this coming session, the future sessions from there, if applicable. And we'll see you here next week for our winter finale of Prestige Encounters. So this is our winter finale. Everybody, can you believe that? As we're going to take a 3-week break after that. We have 2 weeks of no session, and then on the 3rd week we'll have a session. And you know how I am. Sometimes there's a little bit of a cliffhanger when I have a break coming up. So we'll see how next week's session is. However, I can tell you one thing: you don't want to miss it, because it's going to be great.
We all die.
We'll see you next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/LichSouls. And don't forget about the change in the time for us Americans. That makes absolutely no goddamn sense, but we do it anyway. And then I'll say other than bye.
Bye.